I trust this will suffice.
God smiles upon the generous.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar!
A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one.
Oh.
That dream died long ago. You should have done the same. Your kingdom will perish alongside you. By my hand.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence!
Who could do this?
Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Luis.
A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
What an opening. Those are some crazy scenes. We got some murder, political intrigue, and all sorts of racism, and wow. This is Metaphor ReFantazio, and it's basically the best of Persona and Shin Megami Tensei and everything that Atlas has done rolled into one game, apparently. So I'm pretty excited to get into it. And without further ado, let's get started.
Who's there? I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight.
Oh, it can go auto and... okay, cool. Since it sounds like there's voiceovers on everything, I'm just gonna have it auto go and see how that turns out.
Whoever you are, Please tell me, does our world pique your interest? Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
A strange threshold, huh? Does this protagonist have a real name? Oh, we gotta type this sucker in. Okay. Well, we'll just go ahead and do Vestic. F, please correct the entry. You will name the protagonist later. What? I'm naming me, and then I'm not the protagonist. Huh. Interesting take on the RPG system already. Okay. Yes, my name is Vestic.
Ah, a most unusual name. One I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours. It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy. But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation?
That's crazy. Alright, I don't remember ever playing a game that got to, like, converse with the player one-on-one as not the protagonist. Alright. Is it limited to the confines of imagination? Oh. Would I call it a powerless creation? No.
More than wishful thinking, more than fiction. Something capable of affecting the realities beyond its bounds. This must be what you believe. I confess, my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is.
Hey, hold on, pause there. That definition is pretty hopeful, I would say. A desire to make the world better than it is. Except for all those selfish fantasies to make the world better for one person. But I guess we'll see where this goes. Fantasy, are we trying to make the world? I guess we would be, huh? Most RPGs have a very righteous protagonist, so we'll go ahead assuming that.
Then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself, so let this tale begin.
Okay, oh my gosh. Okay, we start with difficulty. Storytellers, no threat of death in battles. Oh, wow. Okay. Easy, normal, hard, and regicide. A high-risk, high-reward mode for only battle-hardened players, and it's grayed out. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go start on hard and see how this goes. I know how the Atlas games kind of are easy until they're not. So we'll see if they stick to the same formula here.
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead? Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them.
Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories.
To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
Oh snap.
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia! Us folk, we're commoners. No crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is a little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
An igniter? How'd they get one of those?
Come on, hey, keep it hurry up! Next one! Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder. So he is. No horns, no knife ears. Filthy gremlin like you. What you got in the capital?
Oh, they get right into it.
What's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy. Hold it! Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line! Let's want to get stuck like that.
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Stand aside!
What a start. Oh my gosh. Got a little Navi fairy. Whatever an Elda is, a human?
Ugh, this place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Luis saving us?
Yeah, from the intro, there was the rich to commoner thing, but it kind of looked like a big racism storyline, but man, they jumped right into that right away. All right, cool. So Gallica, hopefully she is not a Navi or Morgana type annoying character, but we'll see. And yeah, let's find out where we're at.
Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached? Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
What mission? I guess I should check on Gallica first, huh? Are you alright?
Are you alright?
Been worse. And from the sounds of it, you're about the same.
Yo, the main character's voice acted. Nice. He's not a silent protagonist. This is getting better and better. I'm just a couple minutes into the game, and so far, only good things. This is nice.
You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
I'm curious about this mission. What is this mission?
Think we'll make it?
Tradia Desert. Oh, here we go. We don't have voice acted lines here. Let's go to the log. You don't look hurt, though, so that's good news. You can move, right? And then we go back. Okay. I'm thinking we should find a place where we can see the whole area. So we gotta get up high. Basic controls. Right triggers. Dash. B dodges enemies' attacks. Some actions you can perform and their corresponding controls are displayed at the bottom of the screen. You can also use the mini-map to see which way to go. Nice. You can view tutorials before in the main... You've seen before in the main menu. Blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to get through this fast and I'm messing up reading. Alright. Mission, reach the royal capital and get to higher ground. I do like this art style. It looks like everything is sketched.
Stop!
Oh, sensing something close, don't move. Hey. What am I doing? Okay, those look especially dangerous, so watch out. I don't think they've noticed us yet, though. Oh, they're everywhere. Okay. Phase sight. Press left trigger to use phase sight. This ability lets you see what Gallica senses in the environment. When you see an enemy you've never confronted before, it will show up as unknown. Prepare as best you can.
Hurry!
Holy crap! They're everywhere. Hold on. It's running map. Oh, we got it. I'm going the wrong way. There's treasures, though? Oh, no. Hold on. Oh, is this thing chasing me? This thing is chasing me. That's what those gold things are. Not treasure. Alright. Run. Okay, so far so good. There's no random encounters, which gives us a lot of choice for whether or not we want to fight. Okay, we're going the right way now. Good.
Stay vigilant.
That's her thing.
Look!
We made it. Alright.
Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do, right?
No. Refresh my memory.
Right. What am I doing again?
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives? First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least. I can at least cast my usual spell for you.
Oh boy.
It's the small comforts, right?
Right.
It's as though music is playing directly in my mind. The effects of Gallica's magic is inspiring.
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier.
Wait a second. Hold on. That means I'm the only one that can hear this, huh?
Over there.
What a relief. Grand Trad, did I miss something? Okay, I didn't miss anything. I was more distracted about me being the only person that could hear this chanting music stuff. Okay, what a relief. Grand Trad is already in sight.
Let's go.
Almost there. Let's keep moving and try to stay out of sight.
Got a sec?
Okay. I think the Grand Cathedral's over there. Hold on. So, oh, it does. Oh my gosh, really? That's awesome. It even logs whatever they say in the top left in case you miss it. I think that's the Grand Cathedral over there. It's big enough to use as a landmark. Oh, man. Fun little logs. Okay. So, high ground, that's where we came from. And we're just in a new area, a completely new... Oh, yes. We can probably go back then. Not going to. It didn't seem like there was anything useful back there. Hold on. Those aren't sheep. Interesting. We got a pack of hyenas, a little manticore thing, whatever those worms are.
I don't like this.
Oh. Hold up. Oh, you do have to pick them up.
Something.
I thought I just had to run over them. Yeah, that's a lot of hyena things over there. So... I don't see anything else just sitting around. Okay, we're back on track. I really don't want to try fighting on hard mode. Oh no. Uh-oh, this is bad.
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic. The United Kingdom of Ukrainia. The year is 785. Ukrainia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built.
We survived.
By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
O great seeker, bearer of fantasy empowered. Hear my wish and come forth from thy epoch of glory to grant me thy guidance. Getting scripture verses here. Alright.
Whoa, just look!
Whoa.
She's out of the bag. Is she not supposed to be staying hidden?
Get on with it, then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong! Lying dog! Don't try to deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead!
Oh, dang.
Yeah!
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Parapus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin? Bless you.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Careful!
hurry!
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid!
I'm glad she said it.
Look, we're not tourists here. We gotta stay focused.
Right.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only elder here, in the whole city even.
So where did he come from? Is there like an Elda settlement? Is that not an
Carol's
Elda?
incredible. Just look at all the different tribes. You never
no,
see
he
this
has
kind of
horns.
diversity out in the countryside.
Elda tribe. Okay.
Not that it's very balanced. I see more Clamars and Roussants than anyone else. Which means a dopey Elda kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination.
Shh, careful who hears you say that.
But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
Rumors and gossip. All right. What is this?
The king dead. His son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best, the saint, could purify this affliction.
Hold on. She's floating on not a ball, but a little pedestal, right? Is this the Dragon Ball old Baba lady? What is going on here?
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt His Highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed His Highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy. I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
Hey, we know what we're doing now. We're a messenger.
Hey, are you listening? Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted, so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers.
Alright. So we're not just a little vagabond Elda thing that came from somewhere. Do you know where we're going? Feel free to admit that you're lost and ask me for advice. Okay. Press right bumper to open local map. If you're unsure of what to do, try pressing Y. Gallica always has good ideas, or so she thinks. Okay. Alright. Saving. Good
Whatever
to
will I
know.
do?
Ah, that's an easy, Yes. Cool. We don't even have to go into a menu to save. That's awesome. But if we do go into the menu, there's also a save. Oh wow, they put a lot of quality of life stuff into this, didn't they? What is the memorandum? Ooh, who's Elda? The 9th tribe, distinct from the commonly known 8 tribes, they are condemned by the Sanctus Church for inheriting a dangerous magic heretical to the teachings of the church. Okay. Population so small that to even see one in public is rare, and they face greater discrimination than any other tribe. In fact, many outside the main cities don't believe they exist, so there is not a lot of us. Okay, each tribe possesses unique traits, making them recognizable at a glance. The Elda tribe bears no such distinguishing feature and are regarded as inferior beings. Okay. Is there anything else that we want to check out? So Clamar has little beast horns. Broad diversity of facial and body types. The Ukrainian family are Clamar, okay. They're important government people normally. Clamars value freedom and dislike illogical restraint. Alright, some studies suggest this disposition is what drives them to seek governmental positions and other important offices. Alright, so these guys like being in control. We got pointy ears. The most populous tribes, second only to the Clamar. Alright. Long pointed ears are their features. They boast excellent physiques, which has given them superior martial prowess. Okay. Oh, Resant women are stronger than most men of other tribes, so they are beefy. Okay, they are considered as influential as the Clamar, and the 2 tribes are sometimes called the prevailing tribes. Alright. While this can be perceived as a okay, hold on. I just skipped a sentence. Many Resant pride themselves on outperforming others in strength. Okay, so this can be perceived as self-disciplined competitiveness. On the flip side, there are many with a belligerent temperament, obsessed with proving superiority in any situation. Okay, they have pride and attitude. Carapace tribe, recognized by bestial ears and a tail. There are many variations of the hair and skin colors, which we saw from all the beggars. They are physically adept and often honest with their emotions, giving them a reputation for hedonism, for better or for worse. They are drawn to parties and festivities, and while this happy-go-lucky charm is often to their credit, it can also be seen as recklessness. Okay. Due to this stereotype, they're looked down upon by other tribes, which prevents them from securing a foothold in politics. That's kind of fair. And the discrimination against them is especially obvious in large cities, as we saw with the beggars. Alright. Oh. Okay, the son and heir to the throne. This is the cursed kid that we saw. The curse took a toll on his body, and though he bravely endured treatment, his recovery was interrupted several years later when he and his closest aides suddenly vanished from the castle without a trace. Okay, King tried to find him. He was declared deceased, along with a funeral. Alright. And Gallica is our resident Navi. Her diminutive size excludes her from participating physically in battles, but her special fairy traits allow her more proficiency than Traveling Boy. That's my name, is Traveling Boy? Okay. When it comes to sensing Magla and knowing magic. Hold up. Magla. Though she can become heated when her personal values are tested, she is a reassuring travel companion. Okay. See, I don't really care much about any of this at the moment. So we just went through the races that we have come across. Yeah, here we go. Let's talk to people. Oh, it's an Elda. Well, why is one of your kind here in Grand Trad? What's wrong with me being here? Isn't it obvious? The church has made it clear. The Elda wield devilish magic that defies the teachings of Saintism. Devilish... Wow. I'm having a hard time with some sounds today. Devilish magic, she says. If you were so magical, I doubt you'd have it so hard in life. She's aggravating, but let's not cause a scene. Yeah, sigh. Sigh. There were some other people talking around here, weren't there? Hey, hey, hey.
Alright then.
Oh, it wants me to go back. Nope, we're exploring. We're gonna see what this city has to show us. Oh, this is a big city. Maybe not everything. Hello. You look like you're gonna beat somebody up.
So you?
An Elda, huh? Pretty unusual in these parts. Oh, not trying to be rude. Just mind yourself. This city ain't the friendliest to us inferiors. Does that bother you? I'm fine. Carapace tribe or not, I can knock those fools 6 ways from Idol's Day. Alright. Got new days and everything in here.
Damn.
They really have created a whole world. Alright, Shady Woman. Speak to me. He's not going to.
An elder? Here?
Hold on, what is this? Oh, we can listen in?
You little bastard, you.
Imbecile of a driver. How long will this take? Can't help but notice we passed the recruitment center back there. Okay, so it's behind us. I bet I could register for the army faster than this carriage can exit the city, so hurry it up before I put a bounty on your horse's head.
If I may.
Now, sir, please have patience. With the royal funeral approaching, foot traffic is at an all-time high. All right. Did I go too far?
Look at that. The new model's out now. I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
I am a country bumpkin. What is a magic igniter?
What's a magic igniter?
See, there's a couple in the window. Like an instrument plays a tune, an igniter casts magic. Pretty hard to come by out in the countryside. Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the Magla in the air. Though, I'm not exactly an archmage.
Wonders never cease.
She speaks.
A fairy and an elden child. Are you new to our fair city? Well, I suggest you keep a low profile.
Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter? Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
A souvenir? The royal scepter?
The royal scepter?
You've really never heard of it. Wow. Where do I even start?
Got a lot of work ahead of you, Gallica.
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty, passed down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic, world-shattering power. More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Now he's dead, with no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king. You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
I'm trying to get into the army, so it's not like I won't be staying long, right? I will keep that in mind.
I'll keep that in mind.
A word of caution, then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point, though. We need to be careful. Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
Oh, pish posh. We're gonna chat with the locals.
Let's head there.
So, I get why she said souvenir. If only the king and his, blood relatives, that's what I'm trying to find the words for, can use it, so that makes sense.
This is a joy!
Do the Lycaoan Magic Association's igniters have to be so expensive? Though I suppose all magic igniters are pretty costly. So, through this playthrough, when I read through these, I do not do the swearing stuff as often as some other people may. I try and keep it super friendly for everything, even though in games like this it's not really gonna tip the scales too much, it seems like, with what's going on in the actual story, but if it... Just wanted to address that before I got too far in. This game is rated mature for a reason, so moving on. I hear you, mate. Maybe I'll lodge a complaint with the shop owner, you know, like I did at the exchange earlier. Well, this shop is owned by Brigitta Lycaoan. Lycaoan? I really need to figure out how to... Lycaoan. We gotta hear someone say her name. I heard she isn't one to be trifled with. Regardless, I'm a paying customer. Let me speak with her. Okay. She has a reputation. And Mr. Guard. Lethargic soldier. I joined the army because I looked up to Lord Louis? Is it Louis or Lewis in this one? Lord Louis. But now I get my get my arse handed to me if I so much as mention it. What's the state army gonna do now? You won't find any decent recruits given the messy state of things currently. Alright, we're gonna get some sort of dialect options, I think. Okay, so we got the Grand Cathedral for the, Oh, am I going the right way?
Then.
Wait a second. Why do I have a yellow and a red? I don't know what's going on. Hold on. So we passed the recruitment office and it's probably there. Okay, we have a shop here though.
Oh God.
Church crier. All you must do is have, okay. The royal funeral for His Majesty the King will be held at the Grand Cathedral. Naturally, His Eminence Forden will be in attendance as well. You may gather at the Grand Cathedral on the day of the event. Okay. Oh, do we have days? I guess most of the other... Hey, it's an Elda. Someone saw me. Oh, there's a... You have to believe me, I saw with my own 2 eyes. A monster was attacking a town, and... Come now, if any of that were true, the army would have already been dispatched. Enough with your daft stories.
That's terribly unfair.
You probably just got spooked by a wild dog and mistook it for a monster. A normal man would have just moved on, yet here you are harping on about it. Oh boy. And then... Sounds all a bustle. Oh, hold on. Who's... Is it these guys? Yeah. They got a,
Alright then.
A thief of sorts, or someone's looking to make some easy money. We got all sorts of distinct people. There's that lady here. Oh, her. Yeah. Looks like we got a lot of characters to learn about. Hey, Mister. Alright. Yeah, it said that we passed the recruitment office. It might be down one of those sideways, but we'll, Regolith Grand Cathedral, okay. Let's see where this takes us. I was hoping that we'd blend in with the crowd and no one would notice that you're an Elda, but the people here have sharper eyes than I thought. We don't want to draw attention, but hiding your tribe is only going to make it worse. People may insult you, but do your best to stand tall.
All right.
Easier said than done, I'm sure, but it's for the sake of the mission. And on that note, the recruitment center we're looking for should be just ahead. It is in this area, okay? Who are you? What is this on your face?
You there?
Masked shopkeeper. Young man, might I interest you in our shop's wares? This is no ordinary Mustari shop.
Hey, sorry.
We're in the middle of something. We've got something to do at the recruitment center. Oh, if you're lost, it's the large building down the street and to the left. Stop by when you have time. I do business here all the time, so if you're in the area, do stop by. Okay. Got some chatters over here. Yeah? Yeah. I heard that Katharina, oh, fun name, caught another huge bounty. Yeah, even the army couldn't pin down its location, so we were at a loss about what to do. The Parapus have a nose for these things, eh? She's putting the rest of us to shame. Is that Parapus that I talked to earlier, maybe? When I heard that His Majesty had been killed, I could hardly believe my ears, but he was a man indifferent to festivities. His death will not cause any disruptions. Okay. As long as we have His Eminent Santafex Forden, this country will be safe. Huh. There's a lot going on here. Oh my gosh, the screen is so crowded.
Alright then.
I guess we're here.
Alright then.
Here. Haha. Maps, I can read them. Okay. We'll do this first.
That must be the recruitment center. I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine. Good luck in there. Knock 'em dead.
Well, at least she trusts me, that's good.
Okay, you got this.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here? Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling. Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country.
It seems easy enough to get in.
War will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Rousing words, Captain.
You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore. But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece. All right, next. Hurry it up.
He's rightfully named Haughty Captain.
An elder? I thought your kind was long gone. Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those. So, what brings you to enlist?
Oh, man. I want to fight for change. Well, nah. I need the money, or I'm just so bored. I don't like this guy. I'm pretty sure they're gonna say the pay is crap and noble stuff. I'm just so bored. Let's see what this does.
I just want to kill some time.
And a little kingdom-sponsored bloodshed will spice up your life, eh? I know your type. I suppose this work attracts degenerates.
Are you crazy?
So, what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak of?
Oh boy. I guess those are all skills, huh? Be strong, sharp mind, lots of punishment. I wonder if these give me some sort of stat bonuses later on. I hope not. Small but quick. I've always been lucky. Alright, so we got strength, intelligence, endurance, agility, and luck. We'll go with luck.
I've always been pretty lucky.
I asked for your skills, boy. Right, last order of business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
I don't know what are we gonna name our protagonist here? Wandering Boy is not gonna cut it, I guess, for the rest of the game. Hold on. Oh, I can't spell. Bonds. We'll go Full Metal Alchemist stuff. Yes, we are Alphonse.
You know your letters, do you? We'll get some use out of you yet. All right, lad. Welcome to the Guard.
Yes!
I'm sure you heard about the monster sightings, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is. Be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment.
I've always found it interesting that just knowing your letters way back when in the medieval times was enough to get made use of, I guess. With education so prominent now, it's just a weird thing to ponder on and think about.
You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property. So if you break it, it's coming out of your commission. On your way now. Up to. Next.
Free igniter. All right. Oh, we're not voice acting this one. All right. What a long line. Guess we've got no choice but to wait our turn. All right. What is this? Darth Vader?
Look at that.
Sure, a lot of wanted posters. This is no time for gawking. We have to get in line. They said tribe don't matter in the army, but they'll probably put me up front as a meat shield. Not that I can find better work. Wish I could serve Count Louis. His army's built on merit, so even a Parapus stands a chance.
What's the world coming to?
Blast it. I came to enlist because I heard you can make a quick reeve here. Reeve? Rave? Reeve? But they'll really make you work alongside creepy Elda? A Parapus I can deal with, but Elda are right ominous. Yeah. Where'd you hear that? God's own scriptures, that's where. Guess you can't expect an Elda to know anything. Let him say what he wants. Fighting someone like him would just be a waste of energy. That's fair. Alright, who do we got? We got that for the line. We got you.
Whatever.
You're so young. Are you enlisting too? Well, not much choice if you don't have money or a job. Reeve makes the world go round, as it were. So, Reeve is our currency, it sounds like. If you want a magic igniter, join the queue. Cutting's only gonna get you chewed out. Alright. You enlisting as well? The line starts behind me, if so. Or was there something you needed? See if you're really a noble. I take it you overheard my interview? Yes, guilty as charged. I am a noble, but just a countryside son of a lord. My family is of no real consequence. Well, let's just say I have my own circumstances. I'm volunteering to fight in order to protect the kingdom, foolish or not. Okay. Oh, join the queue right here. Nice. Waters Day.
I heard they get sightings.
What? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that. What did they call them? Something like, human...
Next! Another Clamar. Wait. No. You don't look like the others. Surely not. An elder? It's the first of your kind I've seen.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Waste of good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
Brute force! Crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
I like this guy.
Care to say that again, boy?
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it? You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Rousseau strength?
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, no fighting in the ranks.
He's useful.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
I had it handled.
I had it handled. You didn't need to butt it.
I saw injustice, and so I spoke up. I don't think that's unreasonable. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
Nice.
Don't make my job any harder, please. Here, your igniter.
Our little noble is a pretty classy guy. He didn't even get mad when I just snapped back at him, so yeah, hope we meet up later. Cinder igniter,
These days, most
and
come
that's
with
it.
their own magna crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
The thing around his neck is apparently a magic igniter. The captain I spoke with earlier had one too. They must take on many different forms like I saw on the main street. Okay.
And take this too. Protect it with your life.
Hey, we got a map.
Wow, that's a real map. It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Only the military could pull this together.
Listen up, striplings. My name is Captain Klinger, and as of this moment, you miserable lot are under my command.
Oh,
I'm
dang.
sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again. First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Pain.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get. Dismissed!
Nice. First mission to where we need to go. I really am lucky.
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow. Hey, you awake?
Oh, man. Morning already?
Is it morning already?
Does it look like morning? Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
That's just how it is.
That's just how it is.
Well, I don't think that should be how it is. Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
Yeah, I'd rather not think about that.
I'd rather not think about it.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. I'll drop it. The prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
Sure.
Sure, I guess.
I gotta say, I've been curious. Thanks.
Oh?
It's what you call a fantasy story, right?
Well, I was gonna say something else, but I really want to hear this first.
So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories. Okay, let's see. It says the young traveler was amazed by the world he saw. In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination. Wow. So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled. And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal. Whoa. You see, no magic, no tribal conflict, and equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world. Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own? Well, guess I'll just read more later.
Alright, so first off, we know he came from a tribe village that got burned down and the prince found him. So we have an origin story. And this is definitely a fantasy story about our real world. So yeah, it's gonna be fun to draw some parallels between that and the metaphor world as we go along.
Good night.